The API breakdown, it's nothing but the user story breakdown, okay? So each of the user story, the API user.login, you see this? That's the API, and that's the user story. So you see this? So user story is stored on the project management tools, and the team do everything through the project management platform. Can be the web-based, can be your desktop application. And the user story comes first. Then the developer develop it. And then you see the API login. That's the one scenario. Another scenario is user story is needed, but you are consuming third party's API, and they have already API ready. In this case, backend developer consuming the third party's API and integrate on your backend to accommodate your backend can connect with their backend. So that's the two way you are developing the backend API. One is you are developing from the scratch based on the user story. Another is you are actually consuming already developed backend APIs, your vendor or your other application. That's it. API should have the get, post, put, delete, as we mentioned before, and it has a definition and example, like we are going to do it pretty soon. So you need to become familiar, and whenever you talk about the API, you need to know all these details, and you never speak about the get, post, put, delete. You always speak with the user story. Simple. Never talk about the get, post, put, delete. Well, user should be able to update the current profile. Put. User should be able to delete their education. Delete. User should be able to update their religion. Put. User should be able to see the entire profile. Get. User should be able to send a request, right? Whatever in the Swagger, you need to speak like this. Never ever talk about an API to an interviewer like a vanilla approach. We don't like this. We don't like this. You don't, because API is not built for you. API is built based on the specific application. Application has a user story. Application has a bunch of features, and those features has a lots of user story. And API is developed by a backend developer based on the specific user story. So if you miss all the fundamental things, you keep talking about the API, you already showed that you don't know anything about how the API comes. So please, the lesson learned, never speak about the API, always talk about the application. Always give the reference for the user story. You do this, you are good. You can continue, run your mouth. The moment you hit the last word, which is the API, like the how, you are dead. Means your interview collapse immediately. I don't need to continue the interview anymore because you don't understand anything how this works. So we don't need you. So please take the lesson learned. You never jump on the how. In any interview, in your job, do not jump on how. That will be the mistake you'll be making. That will be most unproductive way you'll be presenting yourself, and people will call you out each time you try to jump on the how. You always need to know from the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, how is the last steps. So please know this.